We are learning some new details about a double homicide in an Owsley County home. What police have told us so far about the investigation.
A Central Kentucky animal shelter is helping dozens of dogs rescued from what investigators call a hoarding situation.
It's the Phillies running for the Lilies. I'm Amber Philpott. Coming up, we'll take you live to Kentucky's Day at the Track.
This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening. A horrible discovery in an Owsley County home. State police say someone found a man and a woman shot to death.
But tonight, police say they have a person of interest in custody. They're questioning 48-year-old Lynette McQuinn about the shootings near Boonville. Caitlin Sentner has the latest in our top story at 6.
Police pulled out of here just about an hour ago. Now we're told sirens and police presence are out of the ordinary for this street.
About like it is now, quiet all the time. Just cars pass us about all year. I was sitting in there, but I had the door open. I seen them pull up when they come. Yeah.
Michael Riley shocked after police pulled up to a home across the street from him on Wilson Lane.
We received a call of 2 deceased people inside the residence, one male, one female.
Police say it was a family member who made the call. They say the man and woman were shot to death.
They walk up and down the road, and I talked to the old man several times, but the old lady, I've never spoke to her. But I mean, they're good people. They don't bother nobody. You never know they're around.
During preliminary investigation, police searched for 48-year-old Lynette McQuinn as a person of interest. She was eventually apprehended and taken in for questioning.
She's not playing with full deck. She's kind of off. Or always seemed to me like she was.
Police tell us there's still a lot of unanswered questions. In Owsley County, Caitlin Sentner, WKYT.
So far, investigators have not released the names of the 2 victims.
A Clark County grand jury has indicted a man charged with a Winchester apartment fire that killed 3 people. Jackie Heisel Jr. was indicted on 3 counts of second-degree manslaughter. After the fire in March, he told us he had been drinking and smoking in his apartment when his oxygen tank caught fire. Police say he had been warned about smoking around the tank before. Investigators have released some new information about a fire that destroyed a Scott County home this week. State police now say there are some valuable items missing from that home. While police have not determined a cause of the fire, they're investigating it as an arson. And they say it could be connected to other arsons at 4 other homes in Jessamine, Fayette, and Garrett counties.
Tonight, workers at the Estill County Animal Shelter are asking for help for dozens of dogs that arrived there today. The dogs were rescued from what police call a hoarding situation in neighboring Jackson County. Garrett Weimer has the story, new at 6.
County officials say the shelter had 8 dogs here yesterday. Today, the Jackson County case alone brought in 39. The shelter now says it's slammed. In total, they've taken in 44 dogs today. They brought 39 back in this trailer from a hoarding case in Jackson County. That's one of 5 counties the regional shelter in Estill County covers. But taking in so many animals all at once puts a strain on the shelter's already limited resources. Thankfully, some folks have already shown up today with donations. But the county judge executive says they'll need all the help they can get as they do whatever they can to help these dogs find homes.
It's just like a human, you give them hope. Just like this gentleman back here that's been barking so much. He just needs some tender loving care. And thankfully the rescues that worked good with us, people coming in and adopting. There were some folks here today when we was unloading locally looking for animals. You can find some excellent animals in the shelter.
The shelter says it can use donations of money, dog food, blankets, and stainless steel bowls. They're also, of course, looking for homes for all of the animals. In Estill County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Shelter workers plan to take pictures of the dogs tonight and put them on their Facebook page to help the dogs find homes.
Hard to beat the weather today. Sunshine and warmer temperatures for a perfect Kentucky Oaks day. But will the rain hold off for the Derby tomorrow? Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look at that forecast. Hi, Chris.
That's the million-dollar question, Sam. Hi, by the way, but as we go into Derby Day, I'm sensing a little quicker arrival now for at least the threat for some scattered thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon heading into the evening. Focus on the positive right now, heading out on the town for your Friday evening. Maybe you've got a big Derby Eve party to go to. It's a mix of sun and clouds, upper 60s to around 70 as of now. Humidity has dropped. It's way down there at 38%. Winds are coming at us from the northwest at 10 miles an hour. Mid to upper 60s across much of eastern Kentucky, upper 60s to low 70s into parts of central and northern sections of the area. Defender Radar Network, not a whole lot going on. That big area of low pressure that we've talked about now for the past 4 days, it's still out there. This time it's off to our east, allowing for some better weather to push on into the area. At least some warmer air is on the move for the day tomorrow. But I've got a cold front that is draped across parts of the high plains right now, the upper Mississippi Valley. That's going to dive in here very quickly as we go into our Saturday. So the models I'm looking at late this afternoon have a little faster return for the threat for a thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon. That highlights or lowlights the weather headlines. And guys, when I come back in a few minutes, that new or latest hour-by-hour forecast showing a little quicker arrival for the scattered thunderstorm threat for Derby afternoon and evening. I'll break it down for you just ahead.
Thank you, Chris. Well, the weather really is perfect for the thousands and thousands of people who spent today at Churchill Downs in Louisville for Kentucky Oaks Day.
And the race just ended a few minutes ago. Amber Philpott and Rob Bromley join us live from Louisville with the latest. Hi, Amber and Rob.
And good evening to you from here at Churchill Downs. You're right, the Kentucky Oaks is in the book. It literally just ran right by us. Rob, let's get straight to the winner and those payouts.
Well, an exciting 3-length victory for Catherine Sophia, who had finished third in the Ashland Stakes at Keeneland. We take a look at the payoffs. Trainer John Service, as we told you at 4 o'clock, it said that if Songbird was in this race, he probably would have gone in the 8 bells today. But he decided to give it a shot. He has to be glad he did. Catherine Sophia, 3-length winner. Landover Sea coming off a win in the Fairgrounds Oaks, finishing second. And Lewis Bay, coming off a win in the Gazelle, finished third. Now, tomorrow at this time, we will only be about a half an hour away from the 142nd running of the Kentucky Derby. Unbeaten Nyquist is the favorite, and for good reason. He is coming off a tremendous showing in the Florida Derby. He deserves to be the favorite. He will be challenged by several other really good 3-year-olds, including Brody's Cause. Let's hear from some of the connections, starting with Dale Romans.
I think we're peaking at the right time. I think he's doing everything we've asked him to do, he's done. He's coming into this race feeling good. He's happy, healthy, and ready to roll.
His 8 starts is probably on the higher end of the Derby entrance, and a lot of those fields, especially at Oaklawn this spring, were big fields. So I do think that's a bit of an advantage for us, yes.
A lot of faith in him. I'm not going to handicap him out to win. I probably think if I was picking a Derby winner right now, I'd probably go with one of Chad Brown's horses. I know Chad well. He trains for me, and I've talked to him, and he's got a couple of horses really going to be prominent in the Derby, I think, this year.
And there you have the colorful Ken Ramsey, who owns Longshot Oscar nominated, but he said right there he likes Chad Brown's horses, Shagaff and My Man Sam, one that you like.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that someone is actually calling out my horse that I like. Rob, thanks so much. You know, it was another record-breaking year here for the crowd at the Kentucky Oaks. Make sure I get the number right, 124,589 on hand. From first-timers to people that have been doing this for years, they all come to enjoy Kentucky's Day at the track. From the moment you step in Churchill Downs, the excitement hits you. For some, it's a day on the calendar they don't miss. Others, it's a bucket list item.
Just the excitement with friends, the attire, the hats. I'm excited about everything.
For others, like the Clarks from Florida, they are seasoned professionals. Some 50 years for Mr. Clark.
I've enjoyed it. Back in the days when you went to the infield, and maybe you saw a race, maybe you didn't. There was no fence. You could go to the rail.
1967.
Yeah. and so I've enjoyed every year. It's always different.
In 50 years, you see a lot. This couple admits they spend Oaks Day just hanging out, really just people watching before they get serious about the Derby.
What's it like doing the people watching?
Well, it's fabulous, and it's gotten bigger and better every year, and the hats are absolutely, gorgeous. They're crazy now. They're crazy beautiful because they've gotten so big, feathers, and this year they're into lace the people, and aquas and flowers, and it's just a scene.
50 years, pretty incredible for that couple, but always special when it is your first time coming here to Churchill Downs and the Kentucky Oaks. You know, thousands of people here at Churchill Downs, they never leave the thing that is called the infield, and for many of them, it is just one big party. WKYT's Victor Puente has spent his day in the infield.
The infield crowd at Oaks is a bit smaller than on Derby Day. That doesn't mean they're less enthusiastic. People have already come from across the globe to place their bets at Churchill Downs.
And everyone says about coming to the Kentucky Oaks, they said it's part of being in America, so here I am.
Today seems to have a lot more natives and a calmer vibe.
I kind of like the Oaks better, it's not so crowded.
But that could be changing.
It's getting as crazy as Derby Day. It's what you make of it. Friends, family, everybody who comes out to party with you.
They're both a great time. I mean, Oaks has traditionally been more of like a local Louisvillian celebration.
Even those who aren't placing bets are still finding ways to spend money.
We have a ranch at home and an apple orchard, but we also have horses. So I have a lot of people working at the ranch taking care of my horses, so I thought we'd better get them some swag.
Spending money is pretty easy here in the infield. Not only do they have betting booths, that souvenir shop, and mint juleps, they've also got a Pizza Hut and a cigar shop, businesses that will be gone in just a few days. At Churchill Downs, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Oaks has ended. The attention turns tonight to all of those Derby Eve parties happening all around the Bluegrass. One of the largest is happening right here in Louisville, the Barnstable Brown Gala. It is a star-studded list of folks there, but we have one of our stars that's checking it out tonight, Monique Blair.
The big Derby Day is tomorrow, but for many fans and celebrities, tonight may be just as big of a deal. Many of these fans here camping out all day, hoping just to get a glimpse of their favorite celebrities. Some of them even coming from out of state.
We love to come out here and see the celebrities and get autographs and pictures with them, and it's such a beautiful atmosphere too.
Dozens of A-listers are on tonight's guest list, among them Kid Rock, Alabama Shakes, Kate Upton, John Voight, and several former and current University of Kentucky basketball players, just to name a few.
Well, we always like to see Montgomery Gentry and also like to see Megyn Kelly this year. Last year I saw Josh Henderson, which I love Dallas, so that was a big thrill.
This exclusive party is held at the home of Patricia Barnstable Brown, who co-hosts the event with her twin sister Priscilla Barnstable. Over the past 9 years, the gala has raised approximately $11,200,000 for the Barnstable Brown Diabetes and Obesity Research Center at the University of Kentucky. Now, the preparations are still being made to the red carpet here, and after the celebrities walk through the red carpet, they will make their way up to the home on the hill up there, and I'm told the party often lasts late into the night. In Louisville, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Monique Blair, thanks so much. You look lovely there tonight. All right, the Oaks is in the books. It's history. And now we turn our attention to the running of the Kentucky Derby here at Churchill Downs tomorrow. Sam, I got to go and put some money on my man Sam just for you. That's the story here at Churchill Downs. Back to you.
I would say that's going to be a winner. Thank you, Amber.
That's three of us. Thank you, Amber. A different kind of race in Lexington this afternoon, raising some money for a good cause. We'll explain that coming up.
WKYT is putting the new back in late news with newer stories and more updates. So there's less repetition, which means no wasted time. WKYT News at 11. Newer, fresher, worth staying up for.
We're cleaning out and clearing out. But P-Rat Spring Clearance event ends Tuesday. Save up to half off. Zero interest till 2018 with no money down. Savings as good as up to 3 times the state sales tax break. Ends Tuesday.
Nobody beats P-Rats. Lexington Overstock Warehouse is open this weekend only for our big weekend warehouse sale. Get quality furniture and mattresses at incredibly low prices. Stylish sofa $297. 5-piece dining set $297. Go to LexingtonOverstockWarehouse.com for more details.
With a heavy-duty welded steel deck and exclusive smooth track steering, the Hustler Raptor zero-turn mower doesn't play around. It's got the power to turn your weekend to-do list into your weekend to-done list. The legendary Hustler Raptor family, starting at just $27.99. Tools, not toys.
Get your Hustler mower at Southern States Co-op of London and Valley Farm Equipment in Science Hill.
There's a Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent in every county in Kentucky. Someone who's always there for you in times of need. And most other times, too. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
The steak is amazing. Where'd you get your beef?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Pettit family from Webster County, Kentucky.
We started out raising commercial cattle. It's a calling.
It's a
That's
way of
the
life.
natural progression, you know, a way of life.
We take a lot of pride knowing that what I set on the table for our supper at night is a good product.
We are a Kentucky farm family, feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
The system is rigged. There's not enough good jobs. It's harder to get ahead. And Washington is broken. We need leaders that put our country ahead of party. I'm a businessman, not a politician. I don't believe every Democratic idea is a good idea, or every Republican idea is a bad one. I'll take good ideas from both sides and put Kentucky first. I'm Jim Gray. I sponsored this ad to make our state stronger and more prosperous.
Jim Gray, Kentucky first.
They inspire, they guide, they teach. It's the Jeopardy Teachers Tournament, presented by Farmers Insurance. Watch this week to see who goes to Washington, D.C. for the final rounds.
Jeopardy! Tonight at 7:30 on WKYT.
P-Rat Spring Clearance Event is back. Don't pay $6.99 for this Whirlpool Cabrio top-load washer. Now $4.99. Amana French door refrigerator, $12.99. Plus savings as good as up to 3 times the state sales tax break.
Nobody beats P-Rats.
On this Kentucky Oaks Day, a race in Lexington required high heels instead of horseshoes.
The Transylvania University Habitat for Humanity campus chapter hosted the high heel race for a home this afternoon. Everyone racing had to wear high heels. The contest included fastest woman, fastest man, and even a backwards race.
As an up-and-coming chapter here on campus, I mean, this is Habitat for Humanity's second year on campus. We're just trying to kind of make a name for ourselves and kind of get people involved.
The money raised from the event will be used to help build homes in Lexington.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Happy Friday, everyone. Happy weekend now. We're after 5 o'clock. We can officially call it the weekend, and it's no ordinary weekend. Kentucky Derby weekend and Mother's Day. Your big days coming up on Sunday. Let's roll in to see how things are taking shape. At least in the short term, it is very, very nice. Look at those sky cams from across the entire region. More sun than clouds. Louisville, plenty of sunshine. Low 70s right now. Churchill Downs. Everybody else upper 60s to around 70. Central Kentucky slowly pulling ourselves out of the ugly here into eastern Kentucky with a lot of mid to upper 60s. 64 degrees into Somerset. Far cry from the upper 40s of yesterday, though. Defender radar network still leftover shower. Eastern parts of the area. High pressure, warm high pressure is going to work its way on into town. But a cold front to the northwest is picking up steam, and it's going to arrive as we go into the afternoon and evening tomorrow with a threat for some showers and some thunderstorms. Out ahead of that, tomorrow it's windy, it's warm, 75 to 80 in most areas. Threat for a thunderstorm will pop up as we go into the afternoon, and the deeper we get into the evening, the greater that threat becomes. The latest hour-by-hour forecast, I've been saying all week, we're walking a very fine line tomorrow with the arrival of some thunderstorms. And now the latest hour by hour is trying to speed up that process of getting those storms into town. 7 o'clock in the morning, this could actually produce a light shower at some point tomorrow as that warm air surges in. Now look what happens at noon and then through 5 o'clock. Notice how we have at least some scattered storms showing up 5 o'clock tomorrow. And then the old storm train kicks into high gear tomorrow evening, carrying us through tomorrow night. Into Mother's Day, you can basically see where the front has set up shop northwest to southeast across the Bluegrass State, giving us the possibility of some repeat thunderstorms during that time. And look at the corridor of heaviest rain showing up just for the weekend. Right along that boundary, this particular model spits out better than an inch of rain in a few areas. But anytime you're dealing with some thunderstorms, they could put down some hit and run 1 to 2 inch amounts, and then an area down the road may not pick up quite as much. But that same front is likely to just hang around as we go through most of next week, giving us additional rounds of thunderstorms that will be moving in from the west. And at any point over the 7-day forecast, some strong storms are a possibility. I think the pattern next week has a severe weather day or two thrown in there for good measure. We will see daily temperatures that will be into the upper 70s to around 80 degrees with rounds of storms. Guys, not going to rain the entire time, but yeah, we've got to be on guard each and every day.
Trying to decide if I need to take my poncho tomorrow to Churchill Downs.
You know what? Looking at the latest data this afternoon, take it just to be safe.
Okay.
Okay? Because there's a chance of some scattered action.
You can't take umbrellas, but I can't take a poncho.
You can take the poncho. There you go.
Thanks, Chris.
Well, Rob joins us live now again from Churchill Downs. We'll look at what's ahead in sports. Hey, Rob.
We just witnessed a strong performance in the Oaks. We'll look ahead to tomorrow's Derby. Hear from Bob Baffert. Stay with us. Sports next from Churchill Downs.
First Alert Weather is brought to you by Columbia Gas of Kentucky.
Are you digging a garden? Are you putting up a mailbox? Always call 811 before you dig. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Columbia Gas of Kentucky.
This Zensation salad is so good. It's like change your life good.
It's you! Will you sign my book, please?
You're a best-selling author?
Who rocks a turtleneck? Oh, it's good to be me. Youth.
Life-changing? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The Sensation Salad is back. Chicken fingers, crispy wonton strips, Asian slaw, honey sesame sauce, and a veggie egg roll. Only at Zaxby's.
Are you ready? Saturday, May 28th, only in E-Town. It's Barbecue Blues and Bikes, brought to you by the Elizabethtown Heritage Council. Kicking off with Thunder into E-Town, benefiting the Elizabethtown Police Foundation. Downtown streets will be buzzing with families, sizzling barbecue, smoking blues, and thousands of bikes. With live music on 2 stages. It's fun for the entire family. Saturday, May 28th, Barbecue Blues and Bikes. Couldn't do it without our sponsors. Don't miss it.
Unclaimed freight notice this weekend at American Freight. Over 1,000 truckloads of living room furniture. 7-piece living room groups that include a sofa, love seat, coffee table, 2 end tables, and 2 designer lamps. You get all 7 pieces from only $398 complete. Free layaway, same-day delivery. Come to the loading docks this weekend only at American Freight in Lexington, 272 West New Circle Road, next to Walmart, across from Jalapenos. Phone 226-0008.
Growing up in a small town was really a struggle in some aspects. I mean, there are times that you don't really know what to do, you don't know really what's out there. Mission of Hope has been a lot in my life. They've been the one thing that I know that I can count on. They've been the encouragement I've needed. They've given me role models, and without them, I wouldn't be here, and I know that for a fact. So get out there, do good things, and good things will come to you.
Fall in love with your yard this season. At Landscapers Corner, you will find Triple Crown Elite Grass Seed, deemed the best grass seed for our area. Available in 5, 25, and 50-pound bags. In addition to our grass seed, we also have a variety of mulches, soil amendments, bale pine needles, fertilizers, Hollytone, and Trafland for your fall projects. Delivery service is available on select items. We offer premium products at affordable prices. Shop now at Landscapers Corner.
Are you planting a tree? Are you digging a swimming pool? Always call 811 before you dig. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Columbia Gas of Kentucky.
And welcome back to Churchill Downs. 142nd running of the Kentucky Oaks. About a half an hour ago, we have the stretch call for you. Rachel's Valentina had gone off the 2-1 favorite.
as Catherine Sophia takes the lead on the outside. Lewis Bay is now second, and then it's Rachel's Valentina, Terra Promessa, and Landover C. Catherine Sophia has run away here. Catherine Sophia's got a 4-length lead as they come by the 16th pole. And Catherine Sophia will be very impressive, the winner of the Kentucky Oaks.
And here are the payoffs as Catherine Sophia wins it for trainer John Service and jockey Javier Castellano. She had finished third in the Ashland just 4 weeks ago. Landover C is second. Lewis Bay, who went off the second choice, is third and paying $460 as you see the payoffs there. 1 year ago this week, Bob Baffert had the favorite in the Kentucky Derby, and American Pharoah turned out to be one of the greatest of all time. Well, Baffert is back now with another Derby contender, maybe not quite as good, but still deserves a lot of consideration. Dick Gabriel has the story.
More Spirit has no way of knowing it, but he's trying to fill some pretty big horseshoes. Not only did American Pharoah win the Derby, he won the Triple Crown and the Breeders' Cup. Like most, this colt would do well just to win the Roses.
I thought back in September I'd have at least 4 or 5, and you know, it's so tough. It's like the Hunger Games. You know, you're just trying to survive.
Baffert has come here with Derby favorites, and he has won the Roses with horses people didn't expect. But this year's experience definitely different than last year.
When you have a big horse like that, you're getting a lot of, you know, every radio station, every, you know, you're trying to, when you have a good horse like that, you have to really promote the sport and everything. So now I get to sit back and, you know, take it easy.
More Spirit is owned by Pandora jewelry magnate Michael Lund Peterson. The colt plotted home and finished second in the Santa Anita Derby, although he had a sharp work at Churchill on Monday under jockey Gary Stevens.
Just to be back here with a horse that I think he's very consistent. He's got as good a chance of any of them, and he runs hard.
Baffert says he hopes the horses that shipped in from California are the best of the lot, which means More Spirit has been running in great company. From Churchill Downs in Louisville, Dick Gabriel, WKYT.
Thank you, Dick. And one quick basketball note. One of Matthew Mitchell's former assistants is now a head coach. Cameron Whitaker named the head coach at Northern Kentucky University. Whitaker spent just 1 season with the Wildcats. The Harrison County native takes over a program coming off a 1914 season, its 33rd straight winning season. So she will have the pressure on her to keep it up. I'm going to take Nyquist to win the Derby tomorrow afternoon. It would mean the 4th consecutive year that the favorite has won. Orb, followed by California Chrome, and then, of course, American Pharoah last year. Exaggerator is the second choice right now at 5-1, and it is Nyquist at 2-1, started at 3-1, down to 2-1 in the early betting today. That's it. We'll wrap it up after this.
Thank you, Rob. A final check of your First Alert forecast is next.
And then on the CBS Evening News, an update on today's developments from the campaign trail.
WKYT's First Alert weather follows you wherever you go, on TV, online, on your phone, and throughout the day on Rewind 105.5.
Right now, at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, get up to $5,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade. During the spring clearance event, new 2015 Jeep Renegade Sports, just $189 a month. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
Step right up for something fun. For just $1, the excitement's begun. The game's called Keno, and you can play it in an alley. Or you can play it with your best friend, Sally. You can play it here or there. You can play it almost anywhere. Play with many numbers or just a few. How you play is all up to you. You can put down a little or put down a lot. So what do you say? Give Keno a shot. Just pick your numbers and hope you win, and a few minutes later, you can play it again. Now you can play Keno wherever Kentucky Lottery games are sold, fueling imagination, funding education.
Back in 1809, I, Ephraim McDowell, performed the very first abdominal surgery right here in Danville. And since that time, I've seen generations of medical professionals build upon my work. I've seen awe-inspiring breakthroughs, and I've seen doctors with the ability to cure ailments that even I would have thought impossible. Today, the hospital that bears my name still captures the essence of who I am, and I could not be prouder.
When creating your dream home improvement, Stones and Granite brings the elegance and style of natural stone or quartz to your home. Both not only add beauty, but are durable, heat resistant, and easy to maintain. Please take us for granite at Stones and Granite of Lexington.
It's hard to imagine what it will become unless you have been there before. How does this plan become what I had dreamed of? You need the right people to take you from the plan to the place. Design, planning, and building, all under one roof. KBC, creating homes that enrich lives.
Support the women and children of Chrysalis House Saturday, May 14th by participating in the R.J. Corman 5K Run Walk. Proceeds benefit the Chrysalis House, which provides substance abuse services to women and their families. There are prizes, food, and fun, including activities for kids, and the race course is closed to the public for your safety. Register today for the R.J. Corman 5K Run Walk. Log on to CormanRacesForChrysalis.com.
Right now, at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, get up to $5,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade. During Ram Truck Month, new 2016 Ram, Bighorn Crew Cab 4-wheel drives are only $199 a month. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
Beautiful Derby day.
It looks good tomorrow. Watch for a late day shower or thunderstorm. We'll update that at 11.
Thanks so much for joining us.
See you at 11.